Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, True Wellness Hub. Have you ever wondered why so many people in Japan stay active, flexible, and independent, well into their 80s and even 90s? While many people over 50 struggle with stiff joints, low energy, and slow mornings. Japanese elders often begin their day with a few simple movements that gently wake up the body, improve circulation, and keep the muscles strong for life. The surprising part is that these movements are not intense workouts. They take just a few minutes, require no equipment, and yet they can dramatically improve how your body feels every single day. In many parts of Japan, especially in long-lived communities, mornings are seen as the most important time to care for the body. Before the rush of the day begins, elders perform gentle movements that wake up the joints, activate muscles, and stimulate blood flow. These routines are often inspired by traditional practices like radio exercises that have been used for generations. Over time, these small daily habits help maintain flexibility, balance, and strength, three things that become increasingly important after the age of 50. As we age, our bodies naturally lose muscle mass, joint lubrication decreases, and circulation slows down. This is one of the main reasons people feel stiff when they wake up in the morning. But research consistently shows that gentle movement shortly after waking can help restore joint mobility, increase oxygen flow to the brain, and improve overall energy levels throughout the day. In other words, how you move in the first few minutes of your morning can influence how your body feels for the next 12 hours. The good news is that you do not need complicated workouts to benefit from this. The movements Japanese elders practice are simple, controlled, and designed to work with the body rather than against it. They focus on mobility, posture, balance, and circulation, exactly the things that keep the body functioning well as we grow older. The first movement is something many Japanese seniors do even before they fully get out of bed. It's called gentle spine awakening. During sleep, the spine remains relatively still for several hours, and the muscles around it can become tight. This stiffness often leads to lower back discomfort, or that familiar feeling of heaviness when you first stand up. To wake up the spine safely, Japanese elders begin with a simple stretch while lying on their back. They slowly raise both arms above the head and gently stretch the body from fingertips to toes. The key here is not force, but lengthening. Imagine your body becoming a little taller as you stretch. Then, they slowly pull one knee toward the chest and hold it for a few seconds, allowing the lower back to gently release tension. After lowering that leg, they repeat the same movement with the other knee. This small action helps loosen the hips, which are closely connected to the lower spine. What makes this movement so effective is that it stimulates the muscles supporting the spine without putting pressure on the joints. Studies on mobility in older adults show that gentle spinal movement early in the day can significantly reduce stiffness and improve posture. Many people skip this step and immediately jump out of bed, which can cause the back muscles to tighten even more. But spending just 1 minute waking up the spine prepares the body for the rest of the morning. The second movement focuses on something that often declines after 50: shoulder mobility. If you watch many older adults, you may notice that their shoulders begin to round forward. Over time, this can lead to neck tension, upper back pain, and reduced breathing capacity. Japanese elders counteract this by performing slow shoulder circles first thing in the morning. Standing upright or sitting comfortably, they gently roll the shoulders forward in large circles about 10 times. Then they reverse the direction and roll the shoulders backward. This movement might seem almost too simple, but it activates several important muscle groups at once. It loosens the trapezius muscles around the neck, opens the chest, and improves blood flow to the upper body. Research on posture shows that regular shoulder mobility exercises can significantly reduce neck and upper back pain in adults over 50. It also helps restore the natural alignment of the spine, but the secret here is control. Japanese elders move slowly and breathe deeply while performing these circles. Each rotation becomes a gentle massage for the muscles surrounding the shoulders and upper back. After just a few days of practicing this movement, many people notice that their posture improves and their breathing feels deeper and easier. The third movement may look even simpler, but it plays a huge role in maintaining balance and preventing falls. Falls are one of the biggest risks for people over 50, and balance naturally declines as we age if we do not train it. Japanese elders often practice a movement that activates the ankles and calves, while also stimulating circulation. Standing near a stable surface, they slowly rise onto their toes, lifting their heels off the ground. They hold this position for 2 seconds, and then gently lower the heels back down. This is repeated about 10 to 15 times. At first glance, it may look like nothing more than a small calf exercise, but it actually does much more. The calves act like a pump for the circulatory system. When they contract, they help push blood back toward the heart, improving overall circulation. This is particularly important in the morning, when blood flow may still be sluggish after hours of sleep. Additionally, this movement strengthens the ankle stabilizers, which are crucial for balance. Strong ankles reduce the likelihood of losing stability while walking or climbing stairs. In fact, studies on aging populations show that simple calf raises can significantly improve balance and reduce fall risk in older adults. And this is exactly why Japanese elders include it in their morning routine. It is quick, safe, and incredibly effective. But here is where things become even more interesting. The next movements in this morning routine focus not just on muscles, but on something even more important for healthy aging: joint longevity and nervous system activation. These movements help the body wake up fully, improve coordination, and even sharpen mental clarity for the rest of the day. In the fourth movement, Japanese elders rely on every morning might be one of the most powerful yet overlooked habits for people over 50. The fourth movement may look almost playful, but it has a powerful effect on the body's coordination, circulation, and brain activity. Many Japanese elders begin lightly swinging their arms while walking in place for about 1 minute. They stand tall, relax their shoulders, and begin marching slowly in place. As they do this, they allow their arms to swing naturally forward and backward. The movement is gentle and rhythmic, almost like a relaxed walk. This simple action wakes up the entire body. When your arms swing, your shoulders, chest, and upper back all begin to activate. At the same time, the legs and hips engage to keep the body stable. The brain also becomes more alert because coordinated movement between the arms and legs stimulates communication between the left and right sides of the brain. Researchers studying aging and movement have found that cross-body coordination exercises like marching with arm swings can improve cognitive function and reaction time in older adults. In simple terms, it helps keep both the body and the brain sharp. Japanese elders also use this movement as a gentle way to raise the heart rate without stressing the joints. Within about 30 seconds, circulation improves and the body begins to feel warmer and more energized. If you pay attention while doing this movement, you may notice something interesting. Your breathing naturally becomes deeper, your posture straightens, and your body begins to feel more awake. Many people over 50 skip this type of gentle activation and instead go straight into sitting, checking their phone, or drinking coffee. But movement is actually one of the most effective ways to wake up the nervous system. Even 1 minute of marching with relaxed arm swings can signal to your body that it is time to begin the day. The fifth movement in this Japanese-inspired morning routine focuses on something that tends to tighten significantly with age: the hips. The hips are one of the largest and most important joints in the body. They support walking, standing, bending, and balance. But after years of sitting, driving, and limited movement, the hip joints can become stiff and restricted. Japanese elders often perform gentle hip circles to maintain mobility in this critical area, standing with feet about, shoulder width apart, and hands resting lightly on the hips. They slowly rotate the hips in a circular motion. The movement is slow and controlled, almost like drawing a circle with the hips. They repeat this about 8 to 10 times in one direction, then switch directions. This movement lubricates the hip joint and activates muscles that support stability in the pelvis and lower back. Did you know that free-moving hips can actually help prevent that dreaded lower back stiffness many of us feel after 50? It's true. When your hips move freely, there's less pressure on your lower spine. Plus, good hip mobility means you can walk more smoothly and efficiently, keeping your stride long and balanced. This helps you stay independent and get less tired when you're out and about. Many Japanese elders who stay active well into their 70s and 80s credit their mobility to simple daily hip habits. Just 1 minute of hip circles each morning can make a huge difference, slowly bringing back flexibility you might have lost from years of sitting. Now let's talk about the final, and perhaps most powerful, Movement for longevity, deep breathing with a gentle arm expansion. We all breathe without thinking, but most of us, especially if we sit a lot, breathe too shallowly. We're not using our lungs to their full potential. Japanese elders often end their morning routine by standing tall, slowly raising their arms out and up while taking a deep breath in through the nose. As their arms get to about shoulder height, their chest naturally opens up, and their lungs fill completely with fresh oxygen. Then, as they slowly lower their arms, they breathe out gently through the mouth. They repeat this about 5 to 8 times. Might sound simple, but it's amazing for your body. This deep breathing calms you down, lowers stress, and gets more oxygen to your muscles and brain. It's the perfect way to feel grounded, relaxed, and energized for the day ahead. When you look at this entire routine, it's clear that you don't need anything fancy. No gym, no equipment, and not a lot of time. But together, these simple movements wake up your muscles, joints, circulation, and even your nervous system. It's a beautiful example of how small, consistent daily habits can lead to incredible long-term health benefits, a core belief in Japanese longevity culture. These few minutes each morning can help keep your body flexible, strong, and full of energy, well past 50. As simple as these movements may seem, they represent something much deeper about how many Japanese elders approach aging. Instead of waiting for pain, stiffness, or fatigue to appear, they take a few minutes every morning to gently prepare the body for the day ahead. Think about what happens when you wake up. Your joints have been still for hours. Circulation is slower. Muscles are tight. If you jump straight into your day without moving your body, that stiffness often follows you for the rest of the morning. But when you spend just 5 to 7 minutes doing these gentle movements, something remarkable happens. Your spine loosens, your shoulders open, blood begins to circulate more efficiently. Your balance system wakes up, and your breathing deepens. The body shifts from a state of rest into a state of readiness. Over time, these small daily actions can make a significant difference. Research on healthy aging consistently shows that regular movement helps maintain muscle strength, joint flexibility, circulation, and brain health. These are the very things that allow people to remain active, independent, and energetic as they grow older. This is why so many long-lived communities around the world share a similar habit. They move their bodies early in the day, not with intense workouts, but with gentle routines that wake up the entire system. If you are over 50, this is one of the easiest habits you can adopt. You don't need special equipment, don't need a large space, you don't need to be perfectly fit to start. Just remember the 6 simple movements. First, gently wake up the spine while still in bed. Second, loosen the shoulders with slow circles. Third, strengthen circulation and balance with calf raises. Fourth, activate the body and brain with light marching and arm swings. Fifth, restore hip mobility with slow hip circles. And finally, finish with deep breathing and arm expansion to fully energize the body. Together, these movements form a powerful morning ritual that supports mobility, balance, and overall vitality. And the real secret behind their effectiveness is consistency. Japanese elders do not perform these movements once and forget about them. They practice them daily, often for decades. The body responds to that consistency by staying strong, flexible, and resilient over time. So tomorrow morning, before reaching for your phone or rushing into your day, try giving your body just a few minutes of movement. Your joints may feel looser. Your posture may feel taller. Your energy may last longer throughout the day. In months from now, you might look back and realize that this small morning habit became one of the most powerful investments you ever made in your long-term health. Because sometimes the secrets to longevity are not found in extreme workouts or complicated routines. Sometimes they begin with 6 simple movements and a few mindful minutes each morning.